Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana. I'm a fashion photographer and stylist. In today's video we will be talking about myths and misconceptions about modeling industry, modeling career and fashion models in general. And let's start this video. So the first misconception is that the height is the only thing that matters for models. Basically, if you're tall, you can become a model, no matter what. Yes, the measurements and height is really important to become a fashion model, but it's not the only thing that matters. I get so many DMs on my Instagram when girls are asking me whether they can become a model or not. They say they're tall, and when I look at them, at some of them, they're really gorgeous, but somehow the faces aren't right for modeling industry. The height is right, they're really tall, and the body is perfect, but the face isn't. And yes, so many people think that if you're tall, you can be a fashion model, and when such girls are contacting modeling agencies and applying to modeling agencies and they get declined, they feel really disappointed and sad, because everybody has been telling them that, yeah, go for it, you can become a model because you're tall. But the thing is that people who aren't in this industry, people who aren't working in fashion, not always aware of the types of looks modeling agencies are looking for and what it's like to have a model-like face. I have 2 videos about it, and all of the links will be in the description box, just in case you would like to know a little bit more about this topic. So please remember that everything matters. Everything should be in harmony, everything should be like very balanced. And you need to look a certain way to become a model. Not only the height and measurements matter. But don't be scared, please don't be scared away. It's not that scary at all. So the next misconception about models is that they are stupid, they don't have any education, they don't have proper higher education, university degree and everything like that. And if we'll start thinking about modeling, well, the models start their career at the age of 14, 15 or 16, something like that. So basically they are teenagers and they're at high school, they're high school students. And obviously they don't have a university degree yet, just because they're too young. And then they start traveling, seeing the world, learning languages, because when you're in a foreign country, obviously you start to learn the culture and everything. And the languages are something that you can learn easily when you're surrounded by the native speakers and everything like that. I'm sure you got the idea what I'm talking about. Many models continue their higher education and go into the university and do some modeling at the same time. The others just do modeling to earn money for higher education. And some people have priorities regarding education. The others prioritize their career in modeling, the career as a model. And depending on that, they choose their own way, their own path. And the ones who are not willing to study, to self-educate, those people can be found in any profession, and it only depends on the person and their goals, their personality. Everything is the same as in other professions. So the young models, they grow and educate themselves and they attend the universities and everything. So yeah. The next misconception: if you are pretty, everything gets easy for you. Let me start with the first saying that not every model considered beautiful and pretty when it comes to ordinary people. I've talked about it in my other videos many times. And the second thing is, just imagine, even if everybody were beautiful, well, everyone is beautiful in their own way, but let's imagine everyone is beautiful, and it's really competitive world. It's really competitive industry, and being pretty isn't enough. And if you don't educate yourself, if you're not constantly growing, if you don't have certain manners, if you don't behave a certain way, then you won't stay there for long, because there are people who work at themselves, who are constantly trying to learn something new. And I also have talked about model etiquette on set, and obviously not everyone are being treated differently. If you are a model, yes, you can get some benefits because of it, but it's not that easy. Personality really matters as well. So the next myth, the next misconception about modeling is that it's a glamorous, dreamlike luxury world and you live the super luxury life, and yeah, you get everything if you're a model. And if you're a top model, maybe at some point it's true, but you don't become a top model overnight. You need to work really hard, and everybody starts the same way. They are getting scouted, or they apply to the modeling agency and they start going to modeling trips abroad. And young models often live in apartments with many roommates. They get their pocket money for a week. It's not a big amount of money, and they have so much pressure, so much stress over castings and being declined so many times. And this is a really stressful job. If you know a lot about this industry, then you can survive and you can achieve something. But if you're not ready, both psychologically and physically, because it's really exhausting, it's not glamorous at all. And there are some moments that people see, they only see the outer picture, not the whole picture. So yes, being model isn't that easy, and it's not that glamorous at all. There's a huge work, the hard work behind all of this. You need to work hard to get somewhere, and modeling isn't a dream job, it's a job. And just be aware of it before getting into this industry. The next misconception is that all of the models have an eating disorder, and the industry pressure is really an issue. And many young models, when they start modeling and when they think of becoming a model, have this stress of losing weight, and losing weight really quick. I've been talking about it in my video about diets and weight loss, how models lose weight. And this is a really sad situation, but not everyone has an eating disorder. And basically you just can't be a fashion model when you have an eating disorder. As I mentioned before, it's a really stressful job, and to be successful, to keep on working, you need to be healthy, and you need to stay healthy both mentally and physically. And you won't survive the endless castings, the flights, the stress if you have an eating disorder. So even if some people are starting modeling and having some eating disorder issues, they usually work through it, overcome all of these issues, and find their own balance. And I really hope that the eating disorders problem will go away, and that more people will be finding their inner beauty and their inner peace. Because you know, when it comes to modeling, most of the models are naturally skinny because of their genetics, and not many people are forcing themselves to lose a lot of weight to become a model. Although I know a few people, for example Vladlena, I've filmed an interview with her. She's a super lovely and gorgeous, and she lost a lot of weight for modeling, so you can check out her story as well as an inspiration. But she doesn't have an eating disorder, and not all of the models have an eating disorder. So if you are an aspiring model, or you're thinking about modeling and you need to lose some weight, you're going to lose some weight, please, please, please just be really mindful about it, be really careful, and think about your health first. You need to always prioritize your health no matter what. It's really, really important. And please subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you in my next videos.